There lives a theme park unlike any other, Disney World. To create this extraordinary park, there were many older studio productions that gave it a world-famous name. This park gives nostalgia by referencing those iconic cartoons in an anniversary called Disney's 100. Once upon a time, there was a mouse named Mickey. He was born in 1928 when he appeared in Disney's cartoon production, Steamboat Willie. Overnight, he became a star and the cornerstone of the Disney franchise. In times of trouble, Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse was viewed as a hero. This brought joy to many in the world, making people believe in the positive side to scenarios, even when it didn't seem possible. Mickey Mouse was seen as the common folk, but was able to defeat the bigger villain. This made many people in the olden times connect with this character. People grew tired of the old Mickey. Disney wanted to bring back Mickey into the spotlight. He was able to do this through other cartoons such as the Donald Duck shorts and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Disney was able to carry the values of Mickey through these newer creations such as Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. His way of keeping Mickey alive was by incorporating Mickey's resilience into the Snow White character. Disney World pays homage to this film throughout one of the oldest coasters in the park, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. This coaster creates and relives memories of the film and gives visitors a sense of nostalgia when they are immersed.
About an older Disney film that holds a special place in your heart, and why?
The first film I ever saw was Bambi, so that's kind of why it would hold a special place in my heart. The first film I ever saw, I was probably like 3 years old.
Second question, what do you think made older Disney films so memorable and nostalgic for you?
The animation was different back then. It was a little less sophisticated than it is now. It was more like drawings that were colored in.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
Do you think that makes it feel like more...
Yeah, it feels more authentic.
Yeah.
Watching an animated cartoon.
From the classics of Disney, newer movies and attractions have been made. These new creations use different technology and immersion that relates to the generation it was created in. Attractions such as Star Wars Rise of the Resistance and Avatar Flight of Passage are recent creations based off of newer movies, creating an imprint on current pop culture. This has led to the development of new memories and nostalgia for many people.
I'm at the Floating Island.
Alright, so what's nostalgia to you?
Nostalgia is anything from the past, obviously. But I grew up with Disney.
So, what are some old movies, old Disney movies that resonate with you? It's nostalgic to you.
Obviously the first Disney film I saw was Snow White. And then of course the Aristocats, Jungle Book, Alice in Wonderland I really enjoyed. And Fantasia I got to like when I got older.
So, with newer movies and newer animation styles, based on old movies, how do you think nostalgia in children and their childhood has changed?
I don't like the new animation because it's very graphic and hard to read, whereas the old animation, you feel part of the story more.
You know what nostalgia means? What does it mean to you?
Just things that kind of remind you of either your childhood, your past, maybe things like stories you've heard, stuff like that.
Okay. Do you have any movies that you find nostalgic in Disney?
The princess movies, almost all of them. Like Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Snow White, those are pretty nostalgic.
Any reason why?
Because, being a little girl in that time, you got to dress up as them, you got to do them. So it really brings back a lot of memories of dressing up as all the princesses.
And for the final question, newer movies and newer animation types, do you think it's different on how kids now find movies nostalgic compared to before?
Yes, I think it's really different because I remember, watching Snow White as the first animated princess and how she moved, and it's a lot different than watching Tangled and watching her move so freely. So I think it does change through the years.
Mickey Mouse's values have been carried on over the years throughout different characters to remain relevant and connect with newer audiences. History.com shares the idea that initially he was a mischievous character, but eventually Mickey evolved into a more wholesome and friendly figure to appeal to a wider audience. More recently, he's become a feature in cartoons and his own ride in Disney World. Despite these changes, Mickey's core values of friendship, kindness, and perseverance have remained constant in many creations, allowing his values to be beloved throughout Disney's contribution to current pop culture.